Eric Rothman here with head coach Eric Musselman. And coach, another game started at the beginning, same way that you finish at the end with the lead. Talk about the importance of getting off to a hot start again tonight.
I mean, it's not often 2 games in a row now. You lead from start to finish, and our guys have, they believe in execution at the beginning of the game. Marty Collins doing a good job getting our scores, the basketball early in the game, and I thought 2 guys that kind of unsung heroes tonight were Otis George and Zach Andrews. Both of those guys did a great job rebounding. We were trying to, gas our guys up about what a great rebounder Marcus Lewis was, and could we rebound with him because he's been such a beast on the boards all year long. And obviously those 2 guys took offense to the pregame talk about, could we rebound with him. And Otis was phenomenal on the offensive boards. Again, he was great the other night on the offensive glass as well.
Absolutely. I want to take you to a specific moment in the game. Third quarter, about 7:15 left to go. You guys had a 21-point lead. I think it was down to 7 at the time. You took a timeout, and I marked it down. I said, this could be the turning point. You can go one way or the other. Gerald Green comes out, hits a big 3, and you guys never look back.
Yeah, I mean, the game is a game of runs, and my dad used to always say, in pro ball there's 3 runs. One team's going to control 2 of the 3, and one team's going to get 1 usually, and the key is that you control 2 of the 3 runs. And Tulsa had their 1 run. We had a run early in the game, and then we had a run late in the third quarter.
Gerald Green, over the past 4 games, is shooting over 75% from beyond the arc. I mean, as a coach, that's got to be a dream, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's knocking down 3s. It's also a tribute to the other guys because he's getting some open looks as well because we have so many different weapons on the team.
Now, before I let you go, you mentioned Otis George, but I think it's important to even talk a little bit more about him. I mean, this guy has struggled earlier in the season. We talked about him dealing with foul trouble. He seems to be getting better at that, and the more he's in the game, the more comfortable he seems and more confidence he seems to be getting.
Yeah, I mean, he just is a guy that from day 1 of training camp, he's been our energy guy, he's been our hustle guy, he's a guy who gets on the floor for loose balls. He's got an unbelievable attitude. There's nights he DNPs, and he comes back to practice the next day, first guy here, most serious guy, always working, and with a smile. And you need guys on your team like that, especially when you have as much talent as we do. You need a guy that's willing to accept his role, and Otis George has been phenomenal.
All right, Coach, congrats on a 4th straight win.
Thanks, Eric.
Head coach Eric Musselman, Eric Rothman on D-Fenders.com.